Very good morning to our beautiful teacher, Madam Hasna binti Johari, and to all my fellow friends. In this beautiful day, we would like to make a presentation about novel Captain Nobody, Chapter 1 until 4. This is my team, Adi Bastian, Darling, and Azim. Okay, so let's start with Chapter 1, Nobody at Breakfast. The synopsis is, it is the last Friday in October, and everybody in Appleton is excited for a derby of American football game between the future spirits of Fillmore High School and the Chinese from Merrimack High, also known as the Big Game. Newton Newman has a big brother, Chris Newman. He is local football star who played for the French Parents after an electrifying debut 2 years back. In the morning, Newt is preparing breakfast for his family when he comes across an article of his brother in the sports section of the local newspaper. At first, Newt is eager to show the article to Dad, but he is held down when the phone rings. On the other hand, Mom is busy receiving a call from the neighbor. Newt got frustrated as both of his parents not touch their breakfast. To make himself useful, he goes upstairs to wake his brother up. Annoyed with Newt below, Chris throws a pillow at him but ends up hitting the floor hard.
Okay, the character that I like in chapter 1 is Newt. Okay, this is Newt. Okay, because he is painted. He reminded Silva this week the breakfast he had prepared was not eaten ever later. Thank you.
Important incident to me in chapter 1 is when Newt prepared breakfast for his parents. However, his parents are too busy with their working life and ignore all of his hard work. Thank you.
Moral value that I have learned in this chapter is a parent should give more attention to their children. They should not only care about their working life without thinking about child feelings. In this chapter, you can see this picture. A parent need not eat the breakfast made by Newt because both of father and mother are hanging upon.
If I were the parents, I will eat the breakfast because it's not easy for the young boys for preparing breakfast.
Okay, synopsis chapter 2. Okay, before I start talking about synopsis chapter 2, okay, I want you to know about this picture. Okay, this is JJ, then Captain Nobody, then this sketchbook, then this missing. Okay, I will start the synopsis. Appleton Elementary is packed with different kinds of kids in action. At times, he tries to be friendly and engage his classmates. But often they just stay back quiet and ignore him. Before the class start, Ned find a quiet place for him to settle down. Ned never shown of his sketching of the superhero, sketching of the sorry. Before the class start, Ned find a quiet place for him to settle down. Ned never shown of his sketching of the superhero characters to anyone else, except to his best friends, Cecil and JJ, who have utmost admiration towards Ned's creativity. Talking about celebrating Halloween, each of them are bored wearing the same outfit for years. Eventually, Cecil suggests each of them must go out with an outstanding costume. Thank you.
My favorite character in chapter 2 is Newt because he tries to be friendly when he's not with his classmate, but often they just stand and first and just ignore him. He also creative, a best friend, Cecil and Taylor, who have most admiration towards Newt's creativity.
Important incident in chapter 2, Captain Nobody character start when Cecil suggests the idea of creating their own personal Halloween costume.
Moral values on chapter 2, we must inspire others when they are down. For instance, Cecil inspired his friends, Newt and JJ, to find their own Halloween costume and together celebrate Halloween.
Okay. If I were Captain Nobody, I would ignore who don't want to be my friends, and I will do what I like. Thank you.
Next, I will explain synopsis on chapter 3, in which I search for somebody I'm not. During social studies class, Newt is still searching for an idea for his Halloween costume. He imagined himself as Zeus, the god of lightning, according to the Greek myth, but soon realized that he does not fit in the description shown by his subject teacher. Not giving up, he raised his hands, asking Miss Young what the American final war when they built the country. Although Newt is being ridiculed by his classmate, the answer given by his teacher is more than enough for him to rule out the possibility of having such costume for Halloween. The schools ends early so the students and locals can watch the big game parade on the street. Newton is so ecstatic to attend his brother's last game of the season. On the other hand, Cecil and JJ are more inclined to their Halloween costume. Dad has put Newt back in dilemma as he is having a hard time thinking about his own Halloween costume. Newt falls asleep while figuring out the design of his costume only to wake up after he has a terrible dream. It is time for a big game as his parents are getting ready for it. and with heavy heart, he has to put aside his coming Halloween celebration and shift his focus on the final game.
Character that I like in this chapter is Newt because he made a sacrifice for his brother. He dared to put aside his coming Halloween celebration to what his big brother became.
Okay, important incident in chapter 3 is Newton is excited to attend his brother's last game of the season. For example, Newt has pushed aside his coming Halloween celebration and focused on the final game.
And the moral value in chapter 3 is we should respect other people. Don't be like your classmate. The law that can claim as patient.
Before I start, Bobby Esser is Newt's classmate who make fun of Newt for asking questions. If I were Bobby Esser, I wouldn't make fun of Newt for asking that kind of question. Instead, I'll give him credit for what he's done.
Synopsis chapter 4. Newt stopped thinking about Halloween when he recalls the moment Chris mentioned Ragratna, an opponent from Merrimack High who has always been holding grudges against his brother. To make it worse, during the big game, the crowd placed sentiment on both Chris and Reggie. Newt, who is now away from his station his way out after he fails to present a set ticket to the person in charge. When the final quarter starts, both teams are level and unfortunately, Newt is forced to watch the game from outside the wire fence. This is Newt. He just only can see the game from outside the wire fence. He considered the home team, especially his brother Chris, is played and hurt out until the game reached its last 45 seconds. By the way team is leading by 2 points. Without giving up, the big game is getting more intense during the last 7 seconds. The Ferrets show high determination and Chris managed to get a last-minute touchdown. They are midfielding on the ground as the opponent bow down to the defeat and the home crowd is jubilant with the winning streak.
Character that I like in chapter 4 is Newt. I like him because he is so ecstatic to attend his brother's last game, even though he has a lot of things to do, like find his own Halloween costume, and also being chased out from his stadium.
The important incident for me in chapter 4 is when Newt sees where the player games out until the game is reached 55 seconds. The Ferrets show high domination and Chris managed to get a last-minute touchdown. This is teach us to not giving up on something what we do.
Okay, moral value in chapter 4 is we must not lose hope when we are facing life challenge, and we must always those who are in need. Thank you.
If I were Newt, I wouldn't stay to watch the game from outside the wire fence. I think I will just go home and make a preparation for coming Halloween celebration.
That's all from us.